I'm Kathy Bechtel with Italiaoutdoors Food and Wine, and today we're making a carbonara, but we're making a pasta carbonara that's a little more elegant. We're going to top it with a poached egg and with some truffle oil. So I'm going to begin over medium-high heat. I'm going to put about 2 or 3 glugs of olive oil in my saute pan. And this is a recipe for 4 people, so I'm using, this is about 1/4 pound of pancetta. You can also use bacon. It's not terribly authentic, but I would rather use a local bacon than some not so nice pancetta that hasn't been imported from Italy. And then this is about 1/2 an onion that's been diced. And so we're going to let that saute for a few minutes. We want the pancetta to start to render its fat, but we don't want it to get too crispy. So that's going to cook for a few minutes. But pasta carbonara most traditionally comes from the area around Rome, and there's all sorts of anecdotes as to what the origin of the dish is. But probably the most reliable one is when the U.S. Allied troops were there in World War II. They got a lot of rations, including bacon and powdered eggs. And so the locals came up with this dish as a way of using those rations during wartime, in a way to work them into a pasta, a dish that they were more familiar with. So here we're going to season with a little bit of salt and pepper. And we're just going to let that cook for 5 or 6 minutes until the pancetta gets a little soft. Okay, we've got the onions soft and the pancetta's browning up nicely. So we're going to add a little bit of truffle oil. You don't need too much of that stuff. It's pretty powerful. And we'll throw in, I've got some linguine here. It's cooked already. I'm going to throw that in. Add a little Parmesan cheese. A little black pepper. And then we're going to transfer it to our serving dish. And then we're going to top it with a beautiful poached egg. There we go. Usually at the traditional carbonara sauce, you would just mix the egg. You would turn off the heat, put the egg in the sauce, and just cook it in the sauce. But this is a little nicer presentation. We're going to top it with a little truffle oil, a little bit of parsley, and some pepper. And there we go, pasta carbonara with a poached egg and truffle oil. I'm Kathy Bechtel with Italiaoutdoors Food and Wine.